I'm gonna write in what bills are due and check them off when they're paid. Just to do it on the go is part of tracking my bills and expenses as well. I budget up for expenses. And internet is cheaper than 87 too. It went up a few months ago, but a few months before that, I started paying more on it. So I actually have an internet credit. But my plan is to keep paying the $87 so that eventually I'll get to a month where I owe nothing. And on that month, I will still budget out that $87 and I'll just put it in my month ahead binder. So that's my plan on how I'm going to get a month ahead. Hi everybody, thanks for clicking on this video. I am going to do today a planner flip through. One of my lovely subscribers, which I actually remember the name, Naturally C, I'm going to try to get better at that, asked me to do a planner setup. Unfortunately, or for me fortunately, so I actually set up my planner already. It took me like an hour or two, honestly, because I had to put all these stickers in, all this different stuff and planning. But I did finally put it together, and I wanted to show you guys a flip through for my planner, guys and girls who want to do better at productivity. So let's get started. So this is my new planner. Hopefully you guys saw that video of the new supplies that I got. Some things did go back, but I did set this up. So I set up my annual calendar. I got this from Temu. So I just put the dates in. I didn't put anything other than when she doesn't have school and a couple doctor's appointments, so some important days. And I do have my new little placeholders. I love those, or dividers, I'm calling them. I have my dailies. Right now, I'm only doing my dailies for December because I didn't have, of course, we're going into a new year, so I didn't have a month for December to fit in here. So I've just been using these daily sheets. I did have to go on the side and put the hours in because it's a military time, but that's not a huge deal. And then I realized my ruler is also a placeholder for the day, so I really like that. And then I just have my goals in here. Hopefully you saw that goal video. If not, take a look. I am doing not a 12-week year, but I do have a limit on the goals that I want to reach. It's 4 months for me to reach some financial and personal goals. You can find out what that is. And this is just not up to date. It's a daily routine that I have, and I have 2 versions. I decided to do one for when I'm working from home and one for when I'm in the office. Later, that's a little bit of some personal stuff. I have a planner setup routine, so I was doing this to help me figure out what I wanted to put in my planner and how I wanted to set it up. So I am going to actually keep this for next year. Then I have a master to-do list that I update every single month. I have checked off some things already, but this will just go into January for now. Then I have some things to do for school. This is an upcoming to-do list specifically for me going back to school. I'm a little anxious about school. Somebody asked if I could do a setup for when I set up for school, how I organize my notebooks and all that stuff. And I will do that for you guys once I actually get started. I don't really have a setup plan for right now. I know, I'm surprised. Usually I do. I have my yearly calendar that I can refer to if there's any date that pops up that I need to look to see what it falls on or something. Then I have work. So these are my A6 calendars, actually. I just didn't want to waste them. So I am using this to mark work for when I'm in the office. That's just some personal information. So that shows me also who I'm going to be working with that day. It's just something fun that I like to know who I want to be in the office with today. So I got that in there. Goals, I haven't set that up because I already have my goals written down. Then I have January already set up. I have my monthly goals set up. I have the books that I want to read because I want to read 2 books every month. One that is for entertainment and one that is for self-improvement or educational. So I have those 2 set up. I already got that from the library, which I got it too soon because January for me doesn't start until January 13th. My goals, my bills, and my budget are all set up based on when I get paid. So my goals and my budget for January start January 13th and they end on February 9th. So I just have a few things that I already knew was coming up for the month. I did want to plan when I do my nails because this is a tragedy. So I always do my nails at home. I don't go to a salon for any of that stuff, actually for anything right now. So I did plan some dates that I want to do that and make sure that I have them ready for when I film because it just looks better. and when I want to do my budget for next month. So those are some things that I want to do every month. I do have also dots that are for when I want to monthly plan, when I want to plan the week. So every Sunday I'm going to come in and plan the week. My master plan is just to write everything in my month. And then every Sunday I'll go in and see what's coming up for the next week and write that in on my weeklies. So that's my monthly setup. And then I put some little stickers and some quotes here, or inspirational quotes. So I put that in for every month. Okay, and then I will do my monthly review at the end of the month. So this is what I like about the Clever Fox ones. There are some things I don't like about the Clever Fox inserts, but mostly I do like them. The stickers, of course, did not come with the Clever Fox. I had to purchase those. I purchased those on Temu, and these stickers, I purchased these on Amazon. So I had to do a lot of this setup all on my own. So actually, I am glad that you guys asked to see it because I put a lot of work into it. Then this here is, these are extra inserts that I got from Temu, which were backwards. Like this part should have been over here because whatever, the weekly days were in the wrong order, so I had to buy weekly stickers. I got those from Amazon. I'll put some links down below if you guys are interested in any of these are stickers that I already had. These dot stickers I got from Temu, but this is going to be my plan for this is going to be my meals and my bills. So that's what this calendar is going to be for. I wanted that to be separate, so I've already marked out when the bills are due for January. I didn't do that in my monthly calendar when I showed you guys my monthly budget. I don't know why I didn't do that, but I didn't show you guys the right calendar. But that's this here. And I haven't put my meal plan in here right now. I have it in a digital calendar, but I will update it in here. It just sometimes things change, so it's kind of easier to keep my meal plan in a digital because I can just move it if, let's say, we ended up going out to eat, which we're not going to do for the month of January. But it's just easier to kind of move things around when it's digital. So I just have that set up in a Google Calendar. And again, like I said, all my plans are set up based on my budget. So the month for the meals will go from the 13th onwards. This is my YouTube calendar, which is also right now in a digital format because things do move around, things do change. But what I wanted to do is kind of just put a stickers on when I plan on filming, when I plan on editing, and when I plan on uploading. So actually, I did sit down couple weeks ago and plan the whole year. I have a whole year of YouTube content planned. Like there of course are going to be some things that I want to sprinkle in, but my basic routine videos, I have that planned out for the year. So yeah, and I just have some notes of things that will affect my budget here. I don't know why I put that here and not here. Should have been here. So this will be for my grocery list and for anything that will affect my budget that I need to keep track of. But I also have that in the main calendar. So still figuring this out, still figuring out how I'm going to organize this. But so far, this is what I have set up. And then I have the same thing for all the other months. I just stuck it together because I don't want to have to go through all these pages every time. That way I can just whoop to where I need to go. Yep, so I have February set up. I have almost everything set up. Like I'm pretty proud of myself. I did pretty good. So I have all the other months here. So the months will look all the same. It'll have the monthly calendar from Clever Fox. It will have the meal plan and bills, meals and bills. And then it will have my YouTube calendar in there. Then we flip over to the next section is my weekly. Oh, that's a little too small, I think. Okay. Then I have my weeklies. So I've already set up for January my fixed expenses that will be due for December's last paycheck, because that's not going to end until January 13th, like I explained. I'm going to write in what bills are due and check them off when they're paid. Just to do it on the go. It's really easy. If I'm at work already or on the go, I can just check it off when I pay it or once it's already come out of the bank account. So that's part of tracking my bills and expenses as well. I'll probably also write how much the bill was actually, because sometimes it's not exactly what I budgeted. Usually I budget more. So I budget up for expenses. So if I'm planning for something to come out, I budget up. So car insurance is usually like 116 or something. I've just rounded that to 117. I probably should have rounded it to 120. But an internet is cheaper than 87 too. It went up a few months ago, but a few months before that, I started paying more on it. So I actually have an internet credit. So it's not $87. I think it's only like 50 something dollars right now. But my plan is to keep paying it. So keep paying the $87 so that eventually I'll get to a month where I owe nothing. Like little by little. That's what I did with utilities. So I'll get to the point where I owe nothing. And on that month, when there's nothing due, I will still budget out that $87 and I'll just put it in my month ahead binder. So that's my plan on how I'm going to get a month ahead. I'm pretty proud of myself. That happened on accident, but I'm like, let me just keep doing that for stuff. Okay, and then I have my dailies. The only thing about Clever Fox is the setup is like all the weeks are together and all the months are together, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I'm finding my way around it. So for this week, I have all my habit trackers set up. These are in line with my era goals. I haven't set up any priorities or anything yet, but I probably need to do that because actually I get to use this week. I didn't even realize that. Okay, and then I have my dailies here. So I have enough dailies to last me for that week. I don't know if I'm going to use these every day, but using them in December, I really liked it. I really liked having all the details. So I don't know. I might use them. I might not. It might be redundant. I don't know. But there's not a lot of space here. And I am a fan of the checklist thing. I don't know if that's like it's a instant kind of gratification kind of thing. But checking it off, checking one thing off feels good. So I'm more motivated to check off everything else. I just put some notes down there of things that I need. I really like these daily sheets because you can put your goals, or my priority will probably go up there. I put my YouTube stuff down here. To-do list general, like I don't have a time that I need to do it, I put right here. And then I have the timed events right here, which I like as well. Everything on one page, easy to see. So I have those set up. Then I have right here, also I really like that you can track the weather on here. It's probably just snowing and cold here usually, but right now, but I put the date there. And then I also, for the days of the week, what is it called? The work weeks? The work week days. I just outlined what time I'll be at work, what time I'll take lunch, just to kind of separate, I don't know, the weekdays from the weekends for my brain. And then it's the same. I have the same. I just have some quotes I put in for every week. I only have I think I only have the quarter in here. I only have January's weeklies in here because it was going to get too bulky, but I did the same thing for every week. I have a note on the pay weeks of to put in my fixed expenses down there. And then the next section I have is my financial section. So I have my cheat sheet here. I have just some goals on how I want to pay down my vacation. I have that in my main cheat sheet too, but I wanted to put a copy of my cheat sheet right here in my planner so that if there's a day I need to go back and see, oh my God, did I forget a bill? I can see when they're all due. Make sure you check out that cheat sheet video. It is a lifesaver. I love this thing. I use it all the time, every pay period, in between pay periods, all the time I use it. I have to look back because my memory is terrible. And then I just wrote down a cheat sheet of when my errors end and begin in case I need to refer to that for any reason. And then I have here all of my sinking funds, where they are and their goals, which this is probably going to change all the time. So this is just kind of a general where everything is as of right now. And then, I don't know when that's from, I kind of have a quarterly setup of like things that will, it's not all the way the quarter or the era, but some things that I want to write in that might affect my budget upcoming. Usually I can also put that here, like somewhere here, but there's not a lot of room anymore right now. So I'll probably put that here. Plus it's financial. So, and then I have my budget tracker sheet. I am going to go back to tracking my spending. So I'll come in. I don't know if I'm going to do it every single day. I probably won't. But every few days when I remember or when I have a second, I will go in and do my budget sheet. Probably I'll do it on my lunch break so I can write down what I've spent. Basically, this will be for bills, gas, and grocery because my cash wallet, I'll show you that, how I'm tracking that. But this is what I will use to track I don't know. Maybe I will use this for cash. I don't know. But that's what this is for. Tracking my expenses and my spending. And then lastly, it's just a brain dump section of random things or notes that I need to write down or take care of. And then lastly, if you have not seen my era goals or my 12-week year setup, this is what that's for. So I have 2 videos that you should watch. You should watch how to set the goals. I'll pin it here because that's probably not the title. I don't remember. And then I have like how to track it. I have a cheat, easy way to do a 12-week year. So this is the things that I want to track for my 12-week year. So I have this for January, February, March, and April so that I can track these things because these things are my era goals. So I want to make sure every week, you know, how many steps did I take? Did I read? Did I journal? Because January's challenge is the journal. So did I journal? Journal every day is January's challenge. Right. And then did I do no screens at 8:45? Because that's my new goal for this quarter is to turn off screens at 8:45. I really want to, for January at least, try to stop all social media at 6 p.m. So besides what I need to do for YouTube, like, you know, because that's how I make my money. But, you know, entertainment purposes, try to do that by 6 p.m. You're done. That gives me a little bit of time after work to unwind. But then, you know, you got to get to what you got to get to do. All right, that's it. I mean, oh, and I have a note here for, I don't know. I have replanned how I'm going to save for vacation a million times. But I have a big 2025 vacation coming up. It's the biggest vacation we've ever taken. It'll be the first time we have, it'll be the first time we've ever been on a plane, and it'll be the first time we've ever been on a cruise. So I am super anxious about that. But yeah, so my deadline, I have to finish my deposits and all my payments by July 6th, which is a lot sooner than I planned on my original cheat sheet. I thought I had 9 months to plan, and I don't. I don't have 9 months to save that money, so biting my nails and fingers and thumbs for that because I really have to focus on vacation because it's a lump sum. It's a lot of money I need to save. My plan is to save $5,000. I think right now I've gotten to $2,000. So I've been doing really good at saving so far. December was a magic month. So I was able, magic month meaning I got paid 3 times instead of 2. So I was able to put a large lump sum down for a vacation. All right, enough of that. I almost feel like I need to make these into separate videos.